is what I felt I saw, which was the ball in the air, and Maradona handled the ball into the goal, didn't he? Didn't he?
It just instantly comes into my mind, still now, 30 years on.
I'm over it, just about over it. It's a big thing between the two nations, obviously.
He cheated, he got away with it.
Look, whichever way you look at it, he cheated. You can't do that. I just feel there's such an injustice.
30 years on from one of the most infamous matches in football history, myself and some of my teammates from England's 1986 World Cup squad gathered to relive the quarter-final against Argentina, where one man single-handedly broke our hearts. When Colombia pulled out for financial reasons, Mexico stepped in to stage the World Cup. Futuristic TV coverage was beamed around the world, even if the organisation at ground level was somewhat chaotic. England were managed by the hugely respected, if at times eccentric, Bobby Robson, who'd enjoyed success at club level with Ipswich Town. It was his first tournament in charge, but, as ever, England expected.
I think it's important to remember that English football was completely in the doldrums. You know, we were playing matches at Wembley with really sparse crowds. Hooliganism was rampant. English football was in desperate need of a lift prior to that World Cup.
Just got me autograph books, right?
What was the song?
When we were...
Glenn?
When we were far from home.
I didn't sing it.
It was that good, we can't remember.
Well, it's not speaking of righties. Look at righties. Look at that now.
Oh, yeah.
And where's the mullet man? There he is. There's the. See what?
It was a bloody good squad. Some good players. So the mood was very good and very confident.
Well, we had a lot of ability. You know, we got a great poacher up front in Gary Lineker. We got, Brian Robson, great leader in midfield. The likes of Terry Butcher, at the back, and obviously myself in goal. And yeah, I thought we were a great team.
Looking back, we were trying our very best in it. We were always behind the Germans and the Italians in their preparation, probably a lot of other countries. But we had that English spirit, team spirit.
The whole thing was kind of a massive letdown. You dream as a young man, as a footballer, is to play in a World Cup. And eventually you walk out onto a pitch that kind of had three small sides and a hedge on the other side. It's 40 odd degrees centigrade and there's no one in the stadium.
Now the back line is walking forward to try and compress the space that Butcher can use. Yet he's found Lineker through the middle. Oliveira saves Portugal.
This is the goal, obviously, yeah.
Looking to make a breakthrough here for Portugal. The goal, Carlos Manuel.
You should have saved it.
He actually mishit that.
My mistake. Bad tackle. They would have scored. I thought it was my fault. Gutted after that game. Did my job.
Jubilation for Portugal, but for England a sense of tremendous anticlimax in Monterrey.
Mayhem back home. Emily Hughes coming out and saying, "I'm ashamed to be English" and all that sort of thing, which really hit home hard. We didn't want to lose the first game of the World Cup, and certainly it wasn't in our plans, but that's what happened.
Well, it's amazing. It's 333 minutes since our last goal in the World Cup finals. That was Trevor Francis back in 1982 against Kuwait. 3 goalless games since then. And that's got to be put right.
To be perfectly honest, I think the turning point for us in that World Cup was not losing that game against Morocco, because it would have been quite easy to lose your nerve. You know, quite arguably your best player, Brian Robson, does his shoulder.
Waddle. Hakely. Robson, who's really been working on making those runs to read Hakely's knockdowns, but as Brian Robson goes down, I'm sure back home everyone is holding their breath.
Brian went down and I didn't even need to be asked. Straight away I got off my chair, walked in the corner on my own. I remember just going straight away thinking, well, that's why I'm here really.
Defodge on for his 5th cap.
Within a minute I just turned away and I just heard a bit of a noise behind me.
And it's Wilkins who's offside.
This is a sending off.
Ray Wilkins has been sent off. His second bookable offence, and it's problems upon problems for England.
How can you get sent off for that?
Yeah.
He threw the ball.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
You think about
Within
it.
10.
It was harsh, but I mean,
force it was going to knock you over.
he threw it at the referee.
He had a
He
bit
had
of
to say,
anger, yeah.
He threw it at his
Yeah.
feet. He threw it
He
at
threw it
his
to
feet.
his feet.
If
To
you're
say,
going to
put it down,
be
wasn't
a
it?
football player or a sportsman, you're entitled to have a bit of anger.
Yeah, well, we're playing Morocco, a team that can play in the heat.
It was so hot. What it's hard to explain is how hot it was in Monterrey.
6-7 minutes of that game, I can't. I was going a bit too early. I kept looking at the ref as if to say, well, yeah, what are you doing on the pitch?
Waddle to take the corner. Hoddle left unattended. Clever man needed a change of fortune. And it is all over. England are held by Morocco. The bottom line is that the 2 easier fixtures here on paper have produced just 1 point for England.
And I remember we got all sorts of pelters getting onto the bus after the game, because the England fans were absolutely caning us from left, right, and centre. That was horrible.
With just 1 point from our opening 2 matches, England were under huge pressure going into a must-win final group game against Poland. Bobby Robson's selection and tactics were the subject of much debate among the media, the fans, and within the squad itself.
We used to go up to this monastery up in the hills, and what was going to be like a 10-minute chat turns out to be an hour and a half, and we're going down sunburn and all sorts. So there was this battle about, Don Howe and Bobby wanted to not come away from our English traits, which was press hard, put them under pressure, but then get stretched as a team. And in that heat and altitude, we just felt as players, we were giving them feedback. We can't do it like we can do it on a rainy day in Goodison or White Hart Lane or wherever.
He could easily have left me out, but he took Haley out, Beardsley in, put that Reed-Hoddle kind of partnership where Reedy could protect Glenn, give Glenn a bit more freedom to play, because what a wonderfully gifted footballer Glenn was. And then, 2 wide men. I remember at the meeting before the Poland game, and Bobby, he had his clipboard up there, wasn't it? And he kept that really, just before the game, that really rallying spirit, really sure we know what we've got to do. It doesn't matter
Oh,
about
we
the
thought it was
permutations.
great, didn't we? We thought, this is brilliant.
This is it.
This
Just
is a
get out
nice
there and
punchy,
do it. Yeah.
punchy chap. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, but if anyone's interested in permutations, you turn the thing over. There was like 47 different variants.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Beardsley and Lineker, who linked up so well together in Tbilisi. Sharp then. The player involved is Trevor Stephen, and it's Gary Stevens. Lineker! The World Cup campaign at last is on the move. Beardsley. Superbly done for Hodge. Lineker is in the middle. Lineker! Brilliant! They're tearing Poland apart. Panic joining Butcher towards the near post. Winarczyk has misjudged it, and Lineker has a hat-trick!
I think it's time you all officially thank me.
It changed my life, to be perfect.